You've got some fucking nerve, man.
Hello, everybody.
1, 2, 3.
Back.
David Fraley. You've got
Welcome
some
Fraley.
fucking nerve showing up in my fucking house wearing a fucking full gray sweatsuit.
True or false? I'm your daddy.
Oh, yeah.
True or false?
You're my father, yes.
True or false? You are not a sad boy anymore.
You are my papa.
True or false?
You are my papa.
True or false?
Papi.
True or false? I fell asleep over the weekend, and you said, "Fuck David, he's a piece of shit. I'm not even gonna do the podcast with him anymore." True or false?
I didn't say that verbatim.
What did you? Okay.
I said he just doesn't care anymore. Doesn't want to do anything fun
Because I fell asleep.
and he's not even funny anymore. I think I even said that. I was like, I think he just lost his touch because you this weekend fell asleep at 10 p.m. every single night after paying thousands of dollars to go out of town for your birthday.
$175.
Well, I mean, the whole weekend was.
Yeah, the whole weekend was $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole weekend was $3,000.
Everybody paid for.
Yeah, people paid for it. And you decided, let me use this time to catch up on some Z's.
Also, you fell asleep as well.
Huh? The second night, I fell asleep at 11:30
Yeah.
until 1:30 a.m. So I took a 2-hour nap, woke up, and then just partied till 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
It's because the party was down, the party was downstairs where the music was.
That's why I slept there. Because I wanted to wake back up when they got back. It's just that I didn't want to go out. Because
It's quite all right. I expected to go out. I just I fell asleep with my girlfriend, and you just didn't want to wake her up.
You fell asleep with the expectation that I'll set this alarm. I don't need it.
This is what happened. I tell my girlfriend, "Hey, do you want to take a nap?" She said,
"Call her
yes.
what she is."
My love.
Your love.
Yeah. We fell in love.
Tu amor. Say it. Just say mi amor. Mi amor.
My mommy. It doesn't sound, my mom.
Oh, papa.
It doesn't sound as good. She was like, yes. I set an alarm for 30 minutes. I said this should work. I'm not good at falling asleep, like cuddling. No. Really? I've never fallen asleep.
That's crazy
like that.
Because you and I sleep phenomenal. Like that.
I usually were pretty good nugged up against each other.
So cuddling hard for you. Laying the wrong way in a bed while making everybody else uncomfortable, as well as probably yourself.
Super easy for you, huh? Super easy.
Laying at the
my
foot
head
of
doesn't even have
bed.
to be in the bed. I could just be laying off, and I'll be fine.
But
her in my arms, it never. Yeah. You can't fall asleep.
Well, because your heart's racing.
So, I'm set up I'm just gonna be wide awake for 30 minutes just with my eyes closed. 2 hours go by, and here's the crazy part. If I ever fall asleep at a party, you're willing to go in there, lift me up, stand me up to get me to go.
Well, here's the thing. I've tried a lot of things. This is a trial and error thing. I'm not going to say I'm an expert at waking people up. Yeah. But usually if I want people up, they're awake. Yeah. If I want people up, I wake them up. So I've done a lot of trial and tribulations of, hey, does beating his ass while he sleeps work? No, he just goes back to sleep. Maybe slapping him on the face? No. Throwing some water on him?
No.
Not a chance.
No, not even. No.
Piss on this guy and make him think that he pissed himself. No. That won't wake you up.
No, definitely.
You'll just sleep right through that piss.
No.
Sleep in that piss.
And think
that you just spilled a bunch of water.
Yeah.
But after a lot of trial and error, figured out, let's test this guy's flight or fight.
Yeah.
So I pick you up.
Yeah.
You have one of two options when I pick you up while you're sleeping. You don't have much control of your body because you're sleeping. Mm-hmm. You either fall to the ground, which the sudden impact wakes you up.
Yeah.
Or you have to save yourself. So you wake up in this jolt. And usually...
in the biz, we call it the kick.
The kick, yes. It's called the kick. Yeah. And that's what I do to you. I just stand you up. And you wake up almost every single time to that.
Yeah.
No matter what. Sometimes, I'll give you this, right? you're wrestling, and you can attest to this. You're wrestling terrible. It's not, you don't have good form. But when you're fully asleep and somebody tries to pull you off a bed or anything or attack you, you have by far the best asleep grappling I've ever seen in my life.
My takedown defense is unparalleled.
Yeah, unparalleled. That's the exact word that I was looking for. Like, legitimately, John Jones could come at you.
You're never getting my back.
No.
No.
And I wouldn't even try it.
No, I know.
I wouldn't even try it. You got to go for something else. I mean, John Jones couldn't take you down.
No. I mean, if I'm wide awake and ready, he's got me. No problem.
No problem. He doesn't even need both arms. I don't even think he needs any legs. I don't think he needs any legs, and I think that he just.
But
needs
when my
arm.
body wants to fall asleep unconsciously, it's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, no matter what. Unless maybe, I mean, I could see like a judo fighter, but that's only because they're probably picking up, tossing you, and you have to catch yourself.
You know, so when I woke up from this nap, it was, I think 3 hours after the fact. It was midnight when I woke up. I think 12:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was confused. Right? Because I was like, nobody even tried to wake me up.
No, not even kind.
And then I looked to my girlfriend. I was like, you're a deterrent. You're going to deter all of the. This might be the new greatest discovery of my life. If I want to go to sleep.
But that was a bad thing.
Right, in that moment, because I wanted to wake up. But now I know.
But here's the thing. I got the A-OK that weekend.
You didn't use it, though.
She said it's okay. Well, I heard after the fact.
Yeah.
But now I know.
I was surprised that nobody wanted to do it. I guess one of our friends, AG, decided to come on in to wake us up. Yeah. And then another person there was like, just let them sleep.
Which was just wrong. Because those people were trying to go to sleep too. And it was just like, you guys all, like, fucking, oh my God. I got so angry. I was like, dude.
I know.
I was like, everybody at this fucking place
You're telling everybody.
I was
the
like,
podcast is over.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing the podcast.
How did the conversation go?
Beth came and sat by me. She was like, the bird. She goes, you're annoyed, aren't you? Or no, she goes, are you mad? She either asked if I was mad or sad. Yeah. Like, no, I'm just really annoyed. I'm just really annoyed. And she was like, why? And she was like, and I was like, the guy just like, he doesn't even care. He's not even trying to make stories. Like, he could be up and we'd have so much to talk about. There's so much things to do. I was like, you missed the jacuzzi the first night. There's no way that he can do that 2 nights in a row. And you did.
All you had to do is stand me up.
Yeah, I know that now.
That's
but
what you had to do.
I legitimately was scared. I was like, because
scared of what?
I mean, at that point, I had already like made fun of, as I do. I spent the whole weekend with you.
Yeah.
What I do is make fun of you.
Sure.
I press you. And I was doing that all weekend. And I was like, maybe your girlfriend.
In my head, I was like, oh, he just wants a reason to be mad.
No. It was just, I like didn't, because I actually pounded on the door though.
Yeah, that's not enough. You know that.
I know.
You should know that more
but
than
I was
anybody.
hoping, you know what I was hoping?
What?
Is that
I was awake and just secretly.
Either that or she would like partially like, David, go check that out. And then you'd come
She didn't try to wake me up at all.
I know. Did she wake up from anything?
She said partially. Not from that.
No.
She woke up from AG or Dominic walking into the room.
Oh.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time this weekend? You can say no.
It was very all right.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, there were some good parts, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy going to the Dells in general. I like getting drunk out at the Dells, like while swimming and shit. I think that's so cool. It's always fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't like super fucking nuts.
I mean
I was me rolling with the horny boys was fucking dope.
Those guys finding the Iranian girls or the Russian chicks.
I mean, well, let's. What was your favorite part of the weekend? I know mine immediately.
Yeah, then what's yours? Go ahead.
Do you give yours? Because mine.
Yeah, hanging around the wave pool. Or no, the lazy river.
Oh, the lazy river.
Yeah, the lazy river is good. Yeah,
that was a good one.
I always like going down water slides with extra bodies.
You went crazy with water. I didn't go on a single water slide.
I went on like a whole bunch of water
slides.
Dude,
fucking water slides are snitches. I don't fuck with the water slides.
When we were in the adult pool, and we put the plastic drinks and spin them, and we all
let's take it one at a time. So the lazy river, I had a lot of fun with it. the reason why it made me laugh so hard was because I go immediately. You know, there's double tubes for the lazy river, or there's single tubes.
Sure.
I immediately go, David, you trying to grab a double with me? Mm-hmm. You go, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we sprint off, me and you by ourselves. Nobody else. Wait, somebody else came with. Oh, T-Voss, right, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And me and you shared a tube, and like we came back around, and your girlfriend was just at the top. She was like, and I could tell she was like, should he be like riding with me? And I was like, no, sister.
One more time. One more time.
Yeah, and we were like, whoa. I mean, time moves slower in the lazy river, so it was nuts. And I thought that was hilarious. I started playing. It was funny because
I think Tyler Voss had my favorite comment of the weekend.
You were very chill.
Yeah.
The entire time in the lazy river, me, not so much. I kept on trying to like get in there different ways.
I'm just not comfortable.
And
when Tyler Voss was, if you die in the lazy river, you die in real life.
That was good.
That's a good line.
That was a good line.
And you planking, the bringing back planking after 10 years of hiatus in the lazy river. That was good.
That was good. Yeah, I didn't go on any water slides though. You were hitting them nonstop whenever you could. I don't fuck with water slides because they're all snitches. Like all the fucking water slides. They let everybody in on what you weigh.
The Hercules, dude. All you have to do is kind of just they're gonna weigh you. They take one look at you. They're like, oh,
it's like an 850 pound thing, right? Weight limit
650.
650.
Yeah.
They'd measure me by myself. They go,
hey bud,
hey lard ass, scale, and it's like, and they
would have weighed you at 8,
and they'd make me step on their face on their first, and they'd be like, everybody look. This is what he weighs. Right here.
Oh my god, we have a new record.
Solo
rider record.
Sorry, buddy, you can't even ride the ride by yourself.
I don't understand. We got for the chunkiest people, not including myself, so 3. We all weighed 780 together.
Yeah.
Doing the math, they just let us go. They just let us go down, and we hit some shit. We went high.
Yeah.
We were hitting that half plate.
That's like
crazy. Whew. It was nice.
Yeah, and then we kept on. So there's an adult pool where you have like a swim up bar.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking cool. And there they sell like these souvenir cups, which these souvenir cups are like 32 ounces. And I really did enjoy playing the whole spin the.
Was the birthday game nonstop fun? No, but I think we're just getting old, to be honest, because a lot of people fell asleep.
I mean, it was definitely like it.
I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I'm glad I went.
It was good. I just wish that, like, honestly, if it was a smaller group, I think that, like,
it might have been better. You think?
Might have been better. People would have stayed up a little bit longer and shit, which would have been cool.
Yeah.
I think that the smaller group would have.
I do like the cabin. The cabin was sick.
That cabin was awesome.
Yeah.
That cabin was sick. We had like 5 bedrooms and a fucking theater room.
A theater room with jacuzzi in there.
Yeah.
A downstairs bar, a foosball table. Nobody used the foosball table. People did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With it. AG and Fef were.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the weekend was the jacuzzi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
There's a picture.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, of all the man meat in the tub.
Oh, right.
So it started off. This all started off with our buddy Yogi, a little bit heftier of a guy, who asked prior to the weekend, "Hey, who's all wearing a shirt in the pools?" I said naturally, everybody.
Everybody wears shirts.
That guy wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
Actually did want to wear a shirt. And
did he wear a shirt the whole time?
No, we got him to take it off.
Yeah, okay. He took it off.
So
good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
You know, he doesn't look like a bad fat. There's some bad fats.
No.
He's not in there.
Well, it's because like if you were like always kind of a chunkier guy,
you kind of just round out.
Yeah. Whereas like me, where I fluctuate, when I'm fat, it just like looks like like I look like fucking.
You should wear a
like
shirt.
Play-Doh that's been left out too long.
Yeah, but you decide not to wear a shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You didn't look as bad as some people in the lazy river. Some of them had eczema. You didn't see that?
No.
Oh,
I was
man.
playing. When I
Hairy.
played, I was straight and looking at the fucking pool.
I mean, eczema like crazy.
Yeah.
I felt like I was going to catch it in the fucking water.
Yeah, you do catch eczema.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
So your body image isn't nearly as bad as some of those people.
No, definitely not.
Even some of the girls we were hanging out with. Just kidding.
So it all started off with, we had this jacuzzi in like our theater room, which is sick.
Right,
And,
you could watch a whole nice little movie while you fucking a jacuzzi.
Yep, which was dope, and we did that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, me and you
fucking.
did. Yes, we did.
And it all started with Yogi gets in there, jeans, t-shirt, underwear, shoes, and just jumps in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I don't know why he
sits in
fully
there.
clothed did that.
Sat in there for a while.
In his size 5 shoes. You see that?
Yeah,
This
that guy's
kid's
got tiny
feet
feet. Yeah,
are so small.
yeah.
I really went
He actually wears
downstairs
kids'
and I
shoes.
saw these women's shoes downstairs and I was like, oh, I didn't know girls were down here. Turns out they were just Yogi shoes.
Yeah, they're Yogi shoes.
Isn't that weird?
It's really goofy. He's like a little Bratz doll. Like a
little bit.
You remember those Bratz dolls?
I remember them to be
the ripoff. They were in between Barbies and Polly. Remember Polly
I know,
Pockets?
yeah.
They were right
Yeah, but I
between
don't
them.
remember them being as big as them. You know what I mean?
I remember their feet being that small though.
That's what it was. Similar feet, not bodies.
Not body shape. So that guy's just sitting there, and not for a little bit. That guy's in there by himself for a good, I'd say, like 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, his jeans are soaked, but not then.
Yeah, completely soaked jeans.
Yeah.
I go upstairs, rip a fat shit. Mm-hmm. Just a ginormous one.
Is this important to the story?
Yeah, pretty important.
Okay, keep going.
Come out and go back downstairs. There's just 5 big dudes in the fucking jacuzzi.
All fully clothed.
All fully clothed.
Yeah.
None of them were invited. They didn't even come up with us originally. It was just some random people in the Dells.
Man, Yogi has connections.
Yeah, joined Yogi in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
No, all of our buddies just ended up jumping in the jacuzzi in their underwear.
Yeah.
Everybody was in their underwear except for Yogi.
What's the time at this point?
It's like 1 a.m.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh man, I'm a little bit tuckered out. But goddamn, no, it might have been 2 or 3. I was like, goddamn, I gotta hit this fucking jacuzzi. I hop right in. Fucking, as soon as I get in, it's like there's more man meat in that fucking tub than there is actual tub. There's like more man than tub.
Yeah.
And that's for sure. When we all stood up and got out of the water, there was actually like an inch of water, but it covered us when we were all in it.
Oh man!
But it was so much fun because we were just getting hammered drunk, playing music super loud. We got everything soaked.
Your bodies were touching.
Everybody's bodies were touching. We had, I don't know, maybe 8 people in this fucking little jacuzzi, which is just a bathtub.
Sure.
Like that's all it really was, like a big bathtub. And I'm like, man, I'm over this jacuzzi. I got to get everybody out of here. I start fingering my throat to try to make myself throw up, which I had just eaten pizza. Yeah, and I had just eaten pizza, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll be able to throw up. Couldn't throw up. Kept on trying. Fucking, I'm 2 fingers deep, dude. I'm fucking, I'm like playing with my
I've been 2
uvula.
fingers deep. I get it.
Yeah, I was playing with my uvula.
To do.
My buddy Jay Cole's like the king of the horny boys.
Yeah.
Turns to me and goes, I could throw up if you need me to.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I do. And he goes, yeah, I'm so squished right now. I could throw up, no problem. I go, do it then. He goes, okay. He goes, he instantly goes, and just like this little bit of throw up comes out of his mouth. It's just straight black comes out of it.
Oh my god!
It throws up in the fucking pool.
What was that? The activated charcoal?
Yeah, the activated charcoal. And he threw up just this little amount, but everybody saw it and they're like, no. And everybody stood up at once. And it was like you know how like if 2 people try to walk out of a door at the same time and they get stuck in it and they can't go anywhere. That legitimately happened with a tub. Like we all stood up at once, but we were all stuck in the tub because all of our butts were like at the same level and there was more man than tub.
I didn't know he had such control of his bowels like that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Well, he didn't shit himself.
I guess, what do you call your stomach bowels?
I don't know.
That's right.
But that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that and it made me laugh so hard. I cried of laughter from that. I liked it a lot. The biggest thing that I disliked about the trip is the same thing you hated, was our drive home, which was most significant. Like,
The most stressed out I've been in a very long time.
Yes, very bad.
It was a how many inches of snow you think we got? Maybe a foot?
Yeah, we probably got about 12 inches, 12 to 15.
Um,
A lot of snow. Got it all over the night. I need new tires. Didn't realize.
I want to take a look at your tires when I get out there. Are they bad?
They're bald. Yeah.
Like real bad?
Yeah. And I hadn't realized it. I was like, yeah. I mean, my car's fairly new, so I didn't think that I went through them that quickly. But ended up realizing that I had bald tires.
Rear wheel drive.
And rear wheel drive, which really isn't that big of a deal.
You know how many times I said rear wheel drive? I can't. It's hard to say.
Rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive.
I can't say it.
Rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive. That's easy.
And
I'm just better at things.
You were aware that your car was bad in the snow.
Yes, but here's the thing: it's really not that bad.
So you try to trick me into driving the car.
That's never how it drives. It never drives like that.
Yeah.
Like it never has an issue. My car, it's like rear wheel drive, but it has like a good amount of horsepower, so it can usually power through it with like some weight in the back, just because it's got enough horsepower. But because of the bald tires, we couldn't go up hills. If we just drove a little bit too fast and hit a little bit of snow, we just went sideways. We went sideways on the freeway 3 different times. Spun out once and got stuck on there's 3 or 4 different hills.
There was 3 hills and 1 bridge we couldn't get across.
Yes.
1 hill in the wilderness, 1 hill trying to get to a gas station, 1 hill we got off the freeway and we couldn't get up a hill.
Yeah.
And I had to get out and push to get us up it.
Yes.
And
it might have been like 5 then.
And then the bridge was too icy and we couldn't drive across it, so we had to go around.
A 2-hour drive ended up taking us 5.5 hours.
It was 11:30 to 4.
It was crazy. There was one time where I legitimately went all the way to the side and legitimately I went.
We started in the right lane.
Lanes.
We started in the right lane, and then you started to spin out, and we couldn't gain control, and we slowly veered into every lane of traffic where
while
cars
going
were
literally completely diagonal, taking up 2 lanes each.
Horns just kept blaring,
yes.
And I was just like, oh, so we're just gonna get hit by a car or just hit the fucking side of the wall and be stuck for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But somehow you gained traction, and we did it.
Boom.
How did we not hit anything?
But my biggest issue that I didn't realize too is I probably could have made it up those hills, maybe spun out a little bit, but I just have to control the throttle a little bit. I had sport control on, or traction control on, which doesn't allow my full usage of my engine, which allowed me to not burn out my engine during those times, but also was not allowing us to go up hills. So I was revving it, and it just wasn't using my engine to its fullest. And like I said, it's a fast car, so normally it can just do that. Which I kept forgetting.
I felt like I had PTSD after we were done driving.
Oh, it was so bad. And then I was like, oh, I'm so happy. I dropped you off. I started driving home, and I was like, after all those things happened, I took a Snapchat while I was at a stop sign, right by my house, literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's finally home, made it. Only 5.5 hours later, go to drive into my driveway. My back end flails out and gets stuck in my driveway, and the back of my car is right where a fire hydrant the city area is, so it's all ice because it's old snow over there. And I can't go backwards, I can't go forwards because I'm just stuck. I can't even wiggle my way out. I grab a shovel, I start shoveling. I'm just fucking pissed. It was just
when I got into my car, I kept having anxiety that I was gonna spin out, but my car is front wheel drive, and also the tires are fine. I was just
terrible.
I was just so happy to drive in my car, and be safe and not die, and we made it.
Yeah, we did it.
You were certain that if I spun out the way you spun out, that
I was certain that if most people did that,
and I did spin out, and it was fine.
But yours was nowhere near as bad as mine was.
Maybe.
Mine legitimately shot me off one way.
Yeah.
And we were this close to going off the fucking edge, and I was like, nope. Fucking went back.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend was on a time limit because she had to catch a flight.
Had to catch a flight. Yeah, she made it in time.
Yep, she ended up making it in
there.
And if I would have went in that ditch, it would have been just all fucked.
It was
It was something. But
that
other
was
than that, I mean,
besides that, the weekend I really enjoyed.
you had fun.
Just
through
the
and through.
ending was fucking
That was terrible.
horrible. It was the worst
And it
experience
made
of my
us
life.
late to
I hated
getting
your fucking car.
to breakfast.
Yeah.
Made us late to breakfast, which was whack because we didn't get nearly as much pizza and breakfast as we wanted.
Hey, I got this story for you. I don't know. It's not necessarily funny, but it's a fucking...
Are you over the weekend already?
Yeah, what else do we got?
There was some good stuff.
Yeah, what do you want?
I mean, there was like nonstop shit fucking happening.
Oh, yeah,
all the
we'll
time.
come. We'll roll back.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Tell me the story then.
So I was working with this guy on Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the guy I've been working with.
Yep.
And we were just talking. And the way my job works, you go from like place to place,
Yep.
in your own car, essentially. And it's like it's required for the job for you to have a car.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a car, you can't do the job.
Yep.
This guy did not have a car and did the job for 9 months.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Like 5 years. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I just didn't put oil in my car. It just like broke down. And then I told our boss, like, hey, if there's a job in the factory, I'd love to do that. And our boss was like, yeah, no can do. And he just had to figure it out.
Oh, did this
So
guy figure it
what
out?
he would do is also we're tracked. We're like,
Yeah, you got GPS.
we have a GPS.
Yeah.
So this guy would fucking go to his stores. He lived close enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I think he could walk to the first store.
Okay.
And he would do what he had to do. And then he would get on a bus and he would take the city bus. It's like, I'll just say the fucking street. It's like Good Hope.
Yeah.
So it's like all the stores are along the same essentially street.
And so he'd have to time it out every single time.
Every day he'd have to time out when he would finish a store with the bus route to get up and down.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you been hauling this guy around?
No. This was like 5 years ago. He has a car now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He didn't tell anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
So he made it through 9 months without having a
The
car.
bosses didn't know. Nobody knew.
Huh.
So he was just like, that's how he did
That's
it.
a dedicated worker.
I mean, he needed the job.
And he loves this job still?
It's not that he loves it. It's that he needed it. And he just like...
I feel like so many people at your job just work there so long.
And yeah, it was like 5 years. I've been there for 6 years.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dude, I have a new employee every
Yeah,
week.
I know.
Every week.
Yeah.
And it's no problem.
So like, bosses every now and then come through your store and like check up on you.
Yeah.
So they would be hanging out and he would just not leave until they left, and it would like fuck up his bus times, and it would make his like day go even longer. We started at like 6. He would be done at like 9 p.m. some days.
Really?
And they said nothing.
But he was racking in money at least.
How
did he not be able to buy a car after how much
I don't
overtime
know.
he was working?
I don't know. So during some of the times, or every day, he would like our phones. When you go from store to store, you're supposed to like start travel and then travel, so like you can check for mileage. That's how you get paid.
Yeah.
He would just turn off his phone for like the start and like end time, so there was no way to track it. And then when he got to the store, he would just press arrive. So there was just like missing data from the phone, and the company never like
Questioned it or
never
said
questioned
anything?
it because he was just getting 0 mileage, and they were just like, oh, I guess this guy doesn't want to get paid for extra mileage, so we're fine with it.
That's goofy.
There was one day, one guy was working with him. It was the only time he almost got caught, right? And he messed with the guy before, like, hey, I'm having car troubles. Can we drive together today? And it was the only time that it ever had to come up, was the one day that, like, he could just fucking just ride with the guy.
Which probably made his life a lot easier.
Just for the day.
Yeah.
I can't fathom how he managed to live this life for 9 months.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That he also locked down that route.
Yeah.
Because they switch up your route. Seems like almost every other month for you.
Had he not had that route, he would have been fucked.
Yeah. That's not.
It's just because he was just like, oil changes? Nah.
Who needs them? Who needs them? Just run it.
I don't know how that was possible.
That's so crazy to me that happens so often to some people.
What?
Just like
that they can't get to work?
No, that they just don't change their oil.
Right.
They're just like, okay, yeah, fuck it.
It happened to our friend Michael.
Yeah.
With his Kia Soul. Mm-hmm. He just was like, nah.
Dude, it happened. The car that I owned before mine.
Yeah.
My family friend that works with me, she owned it, and she just did the same thing. Dude, it was like a brand new. Like she got the Cavalier like brand new, so it was like 05 or whatever, and she had maybe 15,000, 20,000 miles on it.
That's not a lot.
She didn't change the oil once during that time, just blew out the engine, but her parents were her parents were like, so like, wait, it actually might have been like 30,000 or something, because I got the car at like 90,000 miles, but the engine was only like 30,000 miles old.
You just have to like, it's like $40 every 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 3 months you're supposed to do it, but
depending on your car and like the type of oil you get, mine is it's
still usually about 3 months.
It's what mine is.
Your car sucks.
What does?
Yours.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you have a shit fuck car. Get us home next time, dummy.
Huh? Get a what?
Get us home again next time.
What? Dude, you're such a piece of shit, dude. Papi?
What else did you want to...
Papi?
I did like that.
The entire weekend was making me laugh so hard just because me and T-Boss always did this thing like, oh yeah, and we do that constantly.
Oh, I should mention that guy surprised me.
Yeah.
I guess that was kind of a big deal. Were you happy about that? No.
No,
it was cool.
Right at the beginning, I was like on the way up because I had found out the day before, and our buddy T-Rog was like, we were trying to figure out driving situations.
Yeah,
and our buddy T-Rog was like, James, you're going to have to drive separate from David. You're going to have to take up Kozik. I was like,
yeah, we need.
I said, not a chance. Definitely not.
There was 4 people that we needed to get. This drive is a 2-hour drive away. We needed these 4 people to get up. We wanted to minimize the amount of cars. Also, some of our friends don't like driving, can't drive, always refuse to. So I was messaging one of my friends. This friend was picking up Tyler Voss from the airport in Chicago.
But
and it was a surprise.
Only him, Beth, and Haley knew.
Yeah.
So, like, it just wasn't a well-known thing. And I was like, he was trying to ask me to do things without telling me what was going on.
Yeah.
And we were all on the phone together, and he was like, James, you have to. Yeah. I was like, no, fuck that shit. I already got this shit planned out. Yeah. Sorry, big dog. And he texts me while we're on the phone. He goes, hey, fuckface, I'm trying to pick up T-Boss from the airport and not tell David. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Pick up Kozik. And I was like, fuck. Well, let's figure something else out because I don't want to do that. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait longer and shit. And so it was just a big hassle. And then even after he told me that,
so after you were told the secret, you were still being like, yeah, what the fuck is going on with T-Rog? Like, he's just not.
I was playing the game to you, but then there was a couple times where I stumbled because like Kozik was like fine to leave early, and I was like, well, he's leaving at 12. I don't know why he can't just go with T-Rog, which clearly you didn't want to drive like an extra 3 hours and shit.
Yeah.
But on the way up, I asked you, I was like, oh, would you be happy? Was there any person else that you wanted to add? You said T-Boss.
Yeah, I did say him. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool, but like, he lives in California. Why would he come to this?
Yeah,
didn't make sense.
I really liked giving Manfred shit. He was like, yeah.
Oh, our other friend who didn't want to come.
Yeah,
because he had a wine.
Bourbon tasting.
Sorry, bourbon tasting. Oh, that makes it better.
And I just went, oh, I forgot that it was his birthday.
Oh, right. It's his birthday too.
Yeah.
And then he goes, it wasn't his birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
That's real weird.
That's strange.
That's so
I only turned 24 once. One thing I actually wanted to do for the 24th birthday that maybe we should do for yours. I'm stealing it from Margot Robbie. A 24-hour party.
Okay.
All right, it's set in stone. That's it.
Sure.
See us there.
Sure.
June 7th.
Cool. No problem.
Everybody can come.
Yeah.
Maybe David Fraley will come instead.
Yeah, maybe David Fraley will come. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I messaged that fuck. I was like, hey, you want to come to this? He's like, yeah, I'll let you know. Never did.
Never messaged you?
Come on.
He came to my birthday.
Did he?
Yeah, last year.
That makes one.
So that was because of his girlfriend going to Soko's birthday.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That was true. Yeah, we did stuff for your birthday. Look at that.
Not for me, though.
Yeah.
I've always had my birthday like land with somebody else's birthday, so I just end up sharing it.
Also, you don't do your own thing.
Huh?
You don't like set in stone that you want to do anything.
Yeah, but half the time you don't either.
People
plan
just do
shit.
things for me.
Shut up, dude.
What can you do?
I hate that shit. Man, fucking this weekend was all right. It's very all right. The jacuzzi was good. The only issue that I had, did you have this issue, was we were drinking so much like different alcohols and stuff that it like fucked my stomach up. Like
I was okay. I
and
was
not
feeling okay.
Not even like people are like, oh, you get a bad headache.
The only
or
thing
whatever.
that fucked me up was we had Gatorade bottles that we made a White Russian to squirt into each other's mouths.
Hey, time out. I made
It was a good White Russian.
which was nuts because I had made like 3 other White Russians, and in like red Solo cups, like in the crystal, I make fucking.
Oh, you're saying because you can see the levels of...
Not even that. It's just like because of the ratios being so fucked.
Yeah.
Like in a red Solo cup, it like because of the way that it's shaped and it like kind of is smaller at the bottom and gets bigger.
Yeah.
Whatever. That makes it like a little bit more difficult for one. For two, since it's bigger, it's like nuts. It's like way harder to make the ratios right. But then I did it in a Gatorade, like big ass Gatorade bottle.
Nailed it.
Literally a perfect White Russian. It was delicious.
That only made me sick because you can only drink so much heavy cream before you just...
Yeah. You know what the issue was too? Was that that guy T-Boss brought those Gatorade bottles. He always likes having those.
Yeah, he likes...
And he'd just keep on filling it up with different shit. Like, I don't think he ever had the same thing twice in a row in those. Never washed them out.
No.
And each time when he'd do it, right, I finally called him out. I was like, hey, wash it out. It smells like shit. Like, when you'd spray it, like, it'd spray you with... It was like getting sprayed by a skunk, like, marking his territory. And I was like, come on, dude. And I was like, just wash it out.
They were also really toasty when he had them.
Yeah.
And it's like he put them in the oven and he was like, here you go.
Sometimes he'd have some really warm drinks in there. And
it was like warmer than the air.
And the worst part was, if you didn't drink it, you were just sticky.
Yeah.
Because you just got sprayed with it anyways.
It really, I'm so done with the Four Locos.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of them.
Oh my God.
I can't do them anymore. And when you're getting sprayed in the face with warm Four Locos, it just does feel like piss.
It literally is just piss. And it was just over and over. I finally told him to wash it out. He just took the cap of it and just washed the cap. That's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah. The fucking pina coladas, those Miami Vices or whatever.
Yeah.
Those were so good.
I always forget that those are there.
Yeah.
But we end up, that's like the one that we get every time.
So
they are the best one.
So we kind of talked about it, but you brushed over the story really quickly. We had this game where, because of the big ass cups there, they were like 42 ounce.
Hey, why are you got to put me down as you're doing, as we're going
because
on?
You kept on skipping over it, and I really like this game.
And well, you skipped over it, so
yeah, this dumb fuck idiot didn't.
Just say the thing.
Okay. So before I got rudely interrupted earlier, we had this big souvenir cup, 42 ounce, like margaritas and shit, and we would drink it about halfway, and at that point it would float in the water. So what we'd do is play this game where we'd spin it, and you weren't able to use your hands once it was spun, and 4 people would stand across from it and try to grab the straw with
What's
their
a
mouth.
description with animals that I can think of?
We were like flamingos.
The way I see it is like baby birds.
Yeah.
Trying to
But it was like different because it was like,
we were going
it was
downwards.
like, yeah, we were all going downwards, and like
Yeah.
We
Imagine
all looked
four
like this.
One cock that we're all just trying to suck on.
Yeah, we were all trying to grab it with our mouths, and it was just so funny because we'd just spin it, and everybody that we asked to do it were so down to do it, and it was like so much fun for them. And we played like a few rounds of it, got us like really drunk really quick.
Sure.
And it took us a while to realize, like, once we like took a break, I feel like we were all just like trashed. Every person that played it was just fucked up.
Yeah.
And fucking Worm Boy T-Boss,
Yeah.
he goes, "Don't worry, man, I got the next one." I'm like, "Oh, what a nice guy."
Yeah.
He goes up and he just gets.
We're all drinking Miami Vices.
We're all getting Miami Vices,
which is like
these
a pina colada
delicious
with some strawberry shit in there. It's
Yeah,
very good.
very good. He comes back with just like
I think it was just straight rum.
it was like rum, and I don't even know what else. Like, it was actually I think it was like grapefruit soda.
It was terrible.
Like, it was just bad. Like, it was something that didn't mix well. It wasn't a drink that normal people ask
Yeah,
for.
that guy got hammered and then drowned in the wave pool.
He goes, "No, this is fine." This is pretty good." He was like, "It's pretty good, huh?" I go, "This is disgusting."
And you're hammered.
He's trashed. He's fucked up at this
Yeah.
point. And then immediately he grabs it, and you got to drink it halfway. He just drops it in the water, and it goes under, and we had to pick it back up. And this pool is not. If you smell the water in that pool, it smells like a mix between period blood and a bunch of asshole. Like, it's just disgusting in that pool.
And we were nonstop peeing in it,
And
which
we were
didn't help.
I was pissing in I pissed in every pool.
I know. I'm
No
aware.
problem.
All right, what are you going to do?
There's also a point where after we were like all done, said and done, we were standing at like the table outside of the pools.
There's a pool. The way that pool's set up is that it connects to the outside, and nobody really goes outside because it's the dead of winter.
Yeah. This is okay.
I wanted to say that it was just us four guys.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, let's check it out." Our first friend just pulls his shorts up and pulls them up
Yeah, he
out
holds them up,
over
and he goes,
out of the pool.
"You guys in? Or you guys in?"
And then all through the rest of us.
So immediately I grab my pants off, take them off, and you're like, "Oh, he's in." Me too. You take yours off. And
I was getting stuck with my
yeah, you were like struggling trying to get it untied or whatever. And T-Boss's fucking crazy ass was wearing compression shorts.
So he never got naked like
No,
us.
and we were all butt naked, and it really angered T-Rock. T-Rock was pissed at him. He was like, "This guy's a fucking
All three of us
lunatic."
got naked, and he did it.
And then as soon as
at a
that
public
happened,
wilderness pool.
as soon as that happened, was it T-Rock's girlfriend or your girlfriend?
So my girlfriend and
Maybe T-Rock's girlfriend too.
and Haley.
Oh, Haley, yeah.
As the four shorts came on, the two girls walked out.
Yeah, and we were all just holding them up, and then they're like,
All right, okay, we're
done.
leaving.
And they walked out.
If lifeguards would have came out, we're getting kicked out of that, that
For
water
sure,
park.
for sure, definitely. And this isn't like a hot tub
that was
either.
a slept-on thing that we all did. That we all got naked minus T-Voss.
Yeah, minus T-Boss, like I had compression shorts on.
Who wears compression shorts?
Psychopaths.
What a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. There was also this point where right after we were like all done drying off, we were all standing at the table, like all done, and I just started pissing my pants. I didn't realize it, but some like lady, Tyler B told me this mother, like of like two children, just looked at me like, "Oh," like her jaw dropped, and she looked at me in disgust as I'm just pissing my pants. Which is just,
I've seen you piss your pants so many times that I'm just the sheer amount of times that I've seen
that's
you.
how I didn't even have piss.
The sheer amount of times I've seen you piss your pants, you've just like been. You will be like saying very crazy things to me and then spit on me, and I will like go unfazed.
Yeah.
It's just like. I don't even react to it anymore.
I spit on you this weekend. You're like, come on, man. And that's all you said. And you just dunked underwater.
Everybody was like berating me, which is pretty standard. It's very normal.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see my girlfriend react.
Yeah.
Where I don't think she necessarily liked it.
No, not at all. Like, it was like it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but we would be like, "David, you're bald and stupid."
Yeah.
Ha ha. And everybody would
just
join
like,
in.
yeah.
And we'd look like I'd look to T-Rock, he'd be like, yeah, and your nose is big. And then like another person would be like, and you can't read. And then we'd all look to your girlfriend and she'd be like, I think that you're kind of smart. I think you're kind of smart.
Oh, right,
and like we were trying, like each time we'd try to like, hey, he's so dumb, isn't he? Yeah. And she would just like, no.
I think he's smart.
Yeah, I think he's smart. It was like a mother protecting her child. Like, no, he's not ugly. And that's one of the reasons why I was like scared to wake you up. I was like, I just feel like she thinks that I'm fucking with him way too much.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're new,
it's so crazy because it was very tame.
Yeah, very tame this week.
Tame comparatively to like a lot of times.
Dude, there's been a night where every single one of my bodily fluids has been on you.
Except for cum.
No, cum was on you that night.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. That night like was probably the meanest I've ever been to you. But you were also pretty mean.
What was the joke where you guys were like, all right, now we gotta fuck you. It's the only way to figure this out. And I said, oh, no, not this game again. All right.
Well, because T-Voss came and he was like, since I came here, I'm your best friend.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I mean, everybody knows who your best friend is. It's me, clearly. And it's not even close. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, he's my best friend. And we kept on shoving you. And we just were pushing you rather than us pushing each other, like to say that we're best friends. And then
T-Rock
comes in and he's like, no, I'm his best friend. And I was like,
here he comes.
And then we were like, well, we gotta fuck him, and whoever
comes first wins.
Yeah, whoever comes first is his real best friend.
Fine.
Not this game again.
And then I licked my hands.
I kept on spreading rumors again, so I did that for a while.
I don't think I believed any of them.
No.
It doesn't really work when you know all 18 of the other people.
Yeah. Well, this time around, I told the rumor on this podcast that was fake that Yogi was just wearing jeans. I told every person that.
Yeah, that's not.
I was telling people that like Kozik was just pissing on things. They're like, seriously, David.
My favorite rumor was this girl, Danielle, who really is doesn't go out of her way to be mean. She's relatively nice. Yeah. We were just saying how she was bullying Yogi the whole weekend.
she didn't react to that joke ever either.
No.
And I thought it was so funny.
Because clearly she would never do that or ever interact with him in that way.
This girl never had met Yogi.
No.
And is just a very nice girl in general. And when I was telling the story of like the jacuzzi night, I came upstairs early in the morning telling everybody else because you guys, the other people that were up early, all fell asleep at 10 o'clock because you guys were all lames. And I'm like telling it, and I go, yeah, it all started with Yogi just sitting in the hot tub fully clothed with his jeans on. That made you laugh right away immediately. And then I was like, and it was crazy because it was a while before people joined in. Like even for a while, Danielle was just splashing him in the pool and just like
he was alone
making fun of him for his titties and stuff like that. And it was just nuts because like he was clearly over there struggling, not being able to breathe.
And then I was like, yeah, that's so weird of Daniel. I don't know why she would do that to him.
Yeah. And she just
I don't know, she didn't react at all to it.
She didn't react at all.
She texted me a happy birthday.
Did she?
And she was happy she went.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was a good time. I enjoyed it.
One thing I would like to say, because I doubt she'll ever listen to this, which is fine. It's not even that big of a deal. But when we picked up one of our friends, Haley, noticed she was a little tanner. And I was like, oh, you used self-tanner this weekend. And called her on it immediately. And she was very self-conscious about it. Hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Very fun. I've called her out every time she uses it. Or every time I've noticed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. But Danielle is a girl who we're not as close friends. She definitely went tanning for this whole trip.
She did tan. Yeah, she was really tan.
Super tan.
But hers was a natural tan, right?
It seemed like she went into a tanning bed. And I didn't call her out at all, but it was in my head the whole time that I wanted to say something.
For being really tan?
Yeah.
I mean, but there's nothing wrong with being just
No, there isn't. Tan. It isn't. But it's like, it's a noticeable change. Where, because when you do
maybe
that,
she went to Mexico.
I doubt it. It's like a change of somebody doing like a little new hairstyle that you don't really want people to like say anything.
Yeah, like when you went bald.
Or like when you wear an Adidas tracksuit, you just want to like look good.
Don't just casually bring it up.
Oh, you mean this?
This little number, this little number, this old
How
number.
good do I look?
Bad.
Don't say that.
Bad.
It looks good.
You got that from... I'll say that whoever purchased it was a good, nice person. I like whoever purchased it. They probably normally have good taste, but that is bad.
I bought it for myself.
Not good on you.
You don't like this?
You didn't buy that for yourself. Who'd you get that from?
No, I bought it. Why wouldn't I buy this for me?
Because I know exactly how you got it. Because you said, hey, is it too much to ask her for a tracksuit for my birthday?
Yeah, I asked my girlfriend for a tracksuit.
You asked your girlfriend for a full tracksuit.
She thought I was joking, and I was like, no, I want this.
That's expensive, isn't it?
Huh?
How much was that?
$400. I have no idea.
And you told her, if you don't buy me the $400 tracksuit, we're breaking up.
Then don't even fucking come.
Don't even fucking come.
Fucking stay home. Bye-bye.
Bye. If not, Daddy will. Papa.
Oh, man. You don't like it?
No.
Are you stupid?
I don't like full gray tracksuits.
Are you fucking dumb?
Time out. Here's the dumb thing: is if you're going tracksuit, go bright color tracksuit.
Well, you wanted like a red?
Red, dude, neon yellow. You're telling me you're taking a gray. You're telling me you're taking a gray tracksuit over a neon yellow.
I'll tell her to get me another one. It's fine. She'll do it.
I mean, you got like 3 more birthday celebrations coming up.
Yeah, it's a long month. Well,
yeah.
Luckily, this month for me, it's the 29 days, so we have one extra day this month.
Pretty nuts.
How cool is it that I get to celebrate my birthday the same month as Black History Month?
It's so cool.
I mean, it's the greatest.
It gives you a little bit of street cred, I think.
Mm-hmm. And black people always mention it to me. February birthday, Black History Month.
Dude, they should put you
glad you mentioned it.
They put you in the history books right next to Egypt. The most like whitewashed Black History Month is Egypt.
Here's something interesting that I never really thought about. Did you see that? I don't know his name, but he was the guy who turned KKK members back to being like
Daryl.
Yeah. So he was talking about how he doesn't think there should be a Black History Month anymore.
Really?
Because he thinks that at this point, Black History Month has just been like, it's just the same 6 topics, and that it's not like it should just be throughout the year. Like, it's not like when Black History Month was implemented. Mm-hmm. At first, I guess it was just a day. It was just like a day that they celebrated, and then it turned into like, okay, we'll give them a month. And at the time, like, there was just no history done about black people, just in America, like in American schools.
Yeah.
So like it was just needed. But at this point, like it's not needed in like the sense of like we need this month to like teach everybody about things that we don't know. We know about all the subjects that we've like always talked about in Black history. Just like make it continuous and add it to the curriculum as like a normal. It's like almost condescending at this point.
I mean, at this point, it's just like a lot of it's intertwined in other history, so it should just be like
standard history and taught as like
U.S. history, like it's part of U.S. history. It's part of like national
just
history.
Teach it
like,
very normally. The Black History Month, you end up learning about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman. I think that's it. Maybe you learn about the guy who makes peanut butter.
So during my Black History Month in middle school used to be way different. In 7th grade, I had this teacher who, as soon as Black History Month came around, he was my history teacher, and he was African, and he like really enjoyed the subject of Black history.
He straight up is African.
Yeah, like he's African American and all that, and like as soon as Black History Month came around, he went all out for it, which was good. Like there's genuine like stories. Like I like World War II stories. I like Black History Month, like the entire like history of it. I enjoy like things in history, but the way that he went about it was so like weird. He'd come
We just
like,
watch Boys in the Hood every day.
we watched so much Boys in the Hood. It was nuts. And I was like, do we gotta watch it again? Like
We got it.
and like for 3 hours, and he kept us for 3 periods. I don't know why. He just make us listen to NWA tracks, and I don't know why. But he was I'm pretty sure a drinker or something.
Yeah.
Like he was just like our high school teacher. I would come in like
Yeah.
a little bit fucked up the next day, and whenever that happened, it was just like, all right, Roots it is. And we just watch Roots. And you would think like, okay, maybe that's just like for Black History Month.
Yeah.
No, we watch Roots all throughout the year. And it would be fine. Roots, dope, cool.
What is that?
Whatever.
I don't know what that
it's
is.
about the slave trade.
Is it
and
a
all that.
movie?
Yeah. It's I don't even know.
Is it a National Geographic
I
movie?
hated it so much because of how we watched it. It was like just a big. I thought it was a series, but it also might have been a movie. It was maybe like 3 hours runtime.
Yeah.
Total. Whatever it was, whether it was a movie. O.J. Simpson was in it.
Was he really?
Yeah, O.J. Simpson was in it.
But they knew that he was O.J. Simpson,
Yeah,
like killer O.J. Simpson,
yeah.
and he was like,
Murderer.
"It's okay."
Well, I mean, he didn't do it, so it
Oh yeah, he was
got
acquitted.
acquitted.
Yeah. The glove didn't fit.
So how we
Must
would
have quit.
watch Roots is each class period was 45 minutes. He'd play 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Say we started first day, we watched 45 minutes. Knowing the class period time, should probably start about 45 minutes in, maybe 38 because we
Yeah.
got to get ready, set it up.
Sure,
whatever.
for the second day.
For the second day. He would play it at about 10 minutes in. He was like,
So you just
is this where we left off? And everybody would be like, no, it's further. He was like, whatever. And
He just loved it that much. He
and
just
he
wanted
just
to
make us-
rewatching it.
Yes. And I'm not kidding you. We'd watch it at least once a week,
Yeah.
sometimes up to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to answer questions. He didn't realize that he gave us like the same questions.
Every week.
Like, not every week, but like
Mm-hmm.
it was to relay with what we were watching in class. But he just like, because we'd watch the same shit over, we'd literally answer the same questions over. And it was like that all throughout the year. Once a week, we'd watch Roots, sometimes up to 3 times. When Barack Obama, that was the same year that Barack Obama became president, he didn't show up to work for 2 weeks. He just wasn't in for 2 weeks. Our history teacher just didn't show up. You know what we did for 2 weeks? Watched Roots. We just watched Roots.
That reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch of like Barack Obama greeting people.
Yeah, great. That's
Yeah.
a really good one.
I was just listening to Keegan Michael Key on Conan O'Brien's podcast, and goddamn, Keegan Michael Key made me laugh super hard. He was doing an impression of Billy D. Williams from Star Wars. I very much. I'm not gonna do it. I just recommend listening to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something bold. Chappelle's Show, fantastic. It's great. Without Chappelle's Show, no Key and Peele. Key and Peele has made me laugh significantly harder than Chappelle's Show ever
Really?
has. Maybe not at the peaks, but like there
There's
are more
more.
sketches.
There's more sketches.
There are more sketches that have made me laugh like hard than
I
Chappelle.
can't really say that.
Like
You're telling
obviously Black Ku Klux Klan member
so funny.
is like top.
I honestly think back to
Yeah,
probably
I'm
one
Rick
of the
James, bitch.
one of the first times I cried of
Yeah.
laughter was the
Yes,
I'm Rick
that's
James.
very true. Fucking both of them. I'm Rick James and the Prince story, the Charlie Murphy stories.
Yeah, just like so good.
The N-word family. I'm not gonna say that one. Black president, Black Bush before Obama gets elected. There are great ones, right?
Yes.
But Key and Peele just has like so many that has like I think I've enjoyed more Key and Peele than Chappelle's
Well, it
Show.
was just longer running.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
It
that's
was
all
two.
comes
It
down
was
to.
2 seasons. That's true.
And I mean, 2 very talented people.
And obviously, Chappelle's Show's better. Like, I'm not even trying to say.
And also, the nice part about
Yeah.
that is you have 2 people
Yeah.
that are able to do like this diverse like amount of impressions and
Right. They're
different stuff. They work off of each other. Whereas
Yeah, they can do characters. Dave Chappelle's
Dave
kind of
Chappelle literally didn't even really do characters.
He's kind of just Dave Chappelle the
He's
whole
just
time.
Dave Chappelle.
With like really good writing
Which-
with him and Brennan.
Which some comedians make me laugh because like Dave Chappelle can be in a movie just get away with being Dave Chappelle. Your show just gets away with being Dave Chappelle. Same thing with I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
On Netflix with
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson. He's so funny because he doesn't play like a different character in each episode, in each skit, but each one just makes me laugh so fucking hard.
I think people who are, you know how like I have more of a dry sense of humor and like is more sarcastic. People who are very over the top, silly, or like do impressions make me laugh harder because it's something that I'm not like good at.
Yeah.
And I just like when somebody slips into a good impression.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It makes me
and
laugh
especially when
so
they like
hard.
make them just do something goofy.
Yeah. Bill Hader kills me.
Yeah, Bill Hader's really good. But I think it's really funny, like when people just like let Jack Black be Jack Black in every single movie.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like he does that like thing with his like voice, like whatever he said, like when he adds shit at the end of like his words. I can't even think of how he does it.
Yeah.
But he just adds like this like little bit at the end of every word, and it's just like, okay, you've done that in every movie that you've been in. And it's like, oh, it's clearly Jack Black's playing this. At some point, don't you want like you to be playing your character?
My favorite Jack Black role in The Office when Jim and Andy Bernard are watching the bootlegged movie. That it's like a fake movie that Jack Black made
Black's in love
where he's with that grandmother. That's my favorite Jack Black role.
She's on the fucking stairs going up.
Yeah.
And she comes back down. Oh, I'm so glad that you changed your mind. And she goes back up.
No, come back.
Yeah, it's so good.
And God, that's a fantastic.
You know what I don't
show.
like is people trying to say that The Office and shit is like overrated.
Who says that?
Or even like Friends.
Who?
Like people even say that Friends is overrated.
I've never seen Friends, but I mean,
Friends is pretty
it's
good.
obviously like
it's not like amazing, but it's still good
for what it is. Yeah,
exactly.
I don't love Parks and Rec.
I don't like that much either. I got through like 3 episodes and I was like,
I can't get past that first season.
No,
I feel like you got to get like.
People
love it.
There's some funny
People love
parts,
it.
and I see clips that are funny. Like
Nick Offerman is not somebody who's ever been. People love Nick Offerman.
I like Nick Offerman. He's not super great.
He's fine for me.
I don't think he's like amazing. Chris Pratt's really good.
Chris Pratt.
He has one of my favorite clips from that show where he's like, "Do you ever sometimes just like wipe? You just keep on wiping and wiping and wiping. It just never stops. Like you're rubbing toilet paper on a Sharpie marker." And it just never runs out. He's just talking about wiping his ass.
I guess a lot of Chris Pratt lines in that show are improvised.
Really?
Where the writers on the show are like, I spent so long trying to write good lines, and then Chris Pratt improvises like a line that's just significantly better, and they're like, I don't even know why I do this job. And they're just
I mean,
like,
things just coming from your voice, you know what comes out of your voice well at that point. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. It's hard. Also, like trying to like deliver on like written comedy is sometimes not the easiest.
I guess it's obviously a skill.
Yeah. But well,
I'm sure Steve Carell's pretty solid at it. Yeah. Will Ferrell's probably a lot of improv.
Yeah.
I got to imagine
Steve Carell was a lot of him.
I know, but like I don't know. I just imagine Steve Carell takes what's written on the page more than Will Ferrell. I think Will Ferrell just like riffs a lot.
I could see.
How many outtakes have you seen where like Will Ferrell's just going and people are just crying of laughter because of Will Ferrell? You ever see The Plums?
He's good.
When he's going on about the plums.
No.
You never seen that?
No, I'll have to watch it.
I don't even know what movie it's from, but I just know he just keeps going on about, and like he's in what the fuck? Wait, is it? I think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson or Robbins.
Tim Robinson.
What the fuck is it Craig Robinson, the black guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Craig Ferguson?
No. He's also in The Office. He's also in The Office. He's black guy. He works in the warehouse.
Oh.
And he dates like fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Is his name Craig Robinson?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Now I'm confused. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's who Will Ferrell is going face to face with. This is a tangent that means nothing. Are we ending this?
Yeah, we're done. All right, boys.
See you later, everybody. Do you peace out?